I'm going to say a short little example or a prelude to what I really have to say, because I was told, or feel, am declaring, I don't know, like, I'm going to talk as myself, Dan, right? God told me that another thing that he had to find in that vibrational tune of the person that would have been the one to tell everybody is that I had to feel like I had something to show to the world because I loved it. And I had to feel like nobody believed in me. Just like him, basically. Some people believe in me, like my family, the people that get close to me. Like in religion, some people get close to God. But when only a few people, when there's such a big amount, it feels like no one believes in you. So I had to have that feeling along with the feeling of I have this intention to show the world what I mean, and at the same time I love them even if they don't care about me. You know, it's one of that kind of feeling. But with that being said, the way I can think of to explain it is you can't explain how electricity works. Some people can, but they can't explain how it's generated from that. Where did the thing that electricity came from come from? You know what I mean? There's just, you can go back. But the thing I'm asking, and the thing I'm saying is, electricity isn't there, but we believe it is. Frequencies aren't, quote unquote, there, but we know they're there. Just like God, he's there, but we don't know they're there. But unfortunately, computers and remotes can plug into that in their own way because we gave them that power, but they don't have the life experience to be able to process it. So we'll never make a computer smart enough to understand us as people. And for some reason we're trying to make a computer or a robot that understands us like people. But then the problem is, the reason that we have viruses popping up on our phones, even when we think we have perfect phones or things that come up that say the virus and you go to it and it gives you one, is because that's his way of showing us that no matter how clean you think a computer is, it can get a virus. No matter if it's a brand new phone or the newest version, it can get a virus. So it's not something you want to tamper with too much, but people are still tampering with it. Just like we know not to mess with our bodies and do certain things, and people do it anyway. Just like we know not to put certain things in our bodies, but people do it anyway. But we only know that because it's a belief. And those people who do it anyway and are fine anyway is because they don't believe it's going to hurt them. Deep down, they just don't think it's going to hurt them. And it doesn't. The people who it didn't hurt didn't think it was going to hurt them. And the people that it did hurt, somewhere in the back of their mind, they believed it would. So I don't want to go too far into that, but basically he had to find someone that could tune into him, that invisible source, that like electric, that people don't see but believe in. Someone had to believe so much that they had a purpose, but didn't think anyone believed in them, but still loved the people anyway. And that was me, and it is me. And now that I've merged with him, he's starting to feel how I felt, and it's like, wow, now I feel like my mission is twice as important, or infinitely more important. But in my life, in this human experience, it's twice as important as it used to be, because I'm not going to have infinite love from all the people that I meet. If I can teach people through thought and emotion and spirituality, they can start loving people around them, whether or not the people around them like them at all or not, or even pay attention to them. It's one of those kind of things that we need to do that, because then just the harmoniousness in the air, believe it or not, will change things. And that's where it gets into the weird magical feeling, and people don't believe in the magical feelings and stuff like that. Some do at certain points in time. It's only magical when there's slow music and candlelight. It's only magical when there's all kinds of stuff, it's whatever, Anyway, I gotta go because it's work and I don't want to get too far behind today. But I will let God speak, because every time I tell him to let me do my day alone, I get scared that he leaves. But I know he doesn't. But it's just him being like, okay, you told me not to. And I'm like, wow, that was tough. Like, the days that I ask that, and then it gets tough. It gets really tough, because being such an extreme thing and then feeling like I lost it and now I'm going to seem crazy is whatever. But I didn't lose it. I asked him to do that and he does it for me. And it's just so weird. Such a weird bond with a frequency. Isn't that crazy? Because spirits or entities or whatever, and whatever anything is, a dream or whatever, is a thought frequency. They're all just frequencies. It's awesome. But it's amazing when you really feel the severity of it, I mean. It's crazy. But, all right, to work.